Hi friends, I am Manivanan Orji, a psychologist and a cognitive behavioral therapist. In this video, we are going to see how to deal with your negative thoughts. Can we really delete our negative thoughts or delete so-called bad thoughts in our mind? So that's what our discussion today. So before entering into the topic, let us first discuss what is thoughts. Thoughts are nothing but it is an outcome memory of the psychological attribution called thinking. So thinking is possible only to the species which has got the sixth sense. So as humans, we have got sixth sense, so we will be able to perceive certain things and understand and make it as a knowledge, and we can reuse it. Reliability is there for it. So this is the process of thinking. Other animals, plants are having this thinking, but at very minimal level. That's why their sixth sense is not grown up to the mark, but human sixth sense is up to the mark. We can even find what is the root source of everything on this universe. That is possible to the human brain, and it's a gift by the nature or the universe. So dear friends, if I'm going to talk about thoughts, thinking, then I must definitely talk about memory. We have three kinds of memories. One is sensory memories, or we can call it as short-term memories, where you sense through your five senses, and whatever you are sensing it will be there temporarily in your short-term memory. Because you have sensed, there is a psychological process called curiosity, or the innate process of knowing what it is. That's what we call sixth sense. So it takes you automatically to your midterm memory. Actually, this is called our subconscious mind, where you are able to process the sensory memories, what you have sensed, what you have heard, and what you have smelled, what you have seen, what you have sensed through the skin, what you have tasted. So all those things, you will be able to process it, you will think over it. There you are having the process of thinking. The first, it comes from your sensory memory, and your subconscious mind, your intelligence, sixth sense involves, focuses, concentrates on those memories, and you think over it. Those thinkings will go into your long-term memory as an experience. So once it enters into long-term memory, then it is known as unconscious memory, also we can call, which is actually quite permanent. You cannot delete it once it enters into long-term memory or unconscious memory. So this is basically memory. So thinking can happen in two ways. One, from your sensory memories through the touch. For example, you touch ice cube, or you touch fire, or you're touching something very shiny. That means very satisfying to touch it. Or you're tasting very spicy food. You're tasting very sweet, or you're tasting something is mixture of spicy, sweet, and sour, and all combined. You feel something unique, different taste. Or you are taking a tablet and you feel bitter. You're seeing very bright light and you're seeing very low light. Bright light will definitely makes you uncomfortable. Low light makes you a little depressive. And moderate sunlight makes you feel fresh and rejuvenated. Like that, bad smell, good smell. These are all basic senses. And if anybody talks to you in certain way, that if they're talking to you tough and authoritative, you feel uncomfortable. That is also a sensation. If someone talks to you very caringly, lovingly, that is also sensation. You feel comfortable. someone is both, so we can consider them as teachers or the society, where we learn much more, lots of things about the peers and society. So this thinking process is from your sensory memories, what you received in your sensory memory, that means short-term memory, you process on it. That means your subconscious mind, where you are having the direct influence of your intelligence, sixth sense. From there you are looking at on the sensory memories and you think upon it. Once you process that, then it goes to long-term memory. The second way of thinking is the memory is what you have perceived already. It can be either half perceived or completely perceived. It will be from your long-term memory. And you need not to reclaim from that. If there is any stimulus, like related things you hear, see, taste, or sense or see, those things will definitely, as a stimulus, go into your long-term memory, and it's like a button, like it just touches that memories and it pops up. And it comes to your mind, and it comes to your subconscious mind and conscious mind, and there it's like memories. It says memory flow. What you have to do actually, if you want, you like, or you are comfortable with those memories, just concentrate on it and think you can have your imaginations upon those memories. Then it becomes second kind of thoughts. First kind of thought is on the sensory memories. Second kind of thought is from the long-term memory, which is actually handling your subconscious mind with influence of your conscious state, sixth sense, intelligence. So this is what basically thoughts are actually not exactly thoughts. When you're getting a stimulus, a memory from a sensory memory or memory from the long-term memory, and when you having that information or a data of sensation or experienced memory, when you focus on it and when you attempt to find why, what, how, where, then it becomes thought. It's a process of thinking. And if you do it more, like if you are not able to get for why it happened, what it happened, how it happened, where it happened, when you're able to find answers for this, then you are comfortable within you and you feel good about you. When you're not able to find answers, then you feel uncomfortable. Sometimes, if your sensory memory, sensational memory, like you have touched a fire very badly, the fire has burnt your skin, or someone have hurted you very badly through their words, or you have had very bad food, which is actually troubling your stomach, which are all actually uncomfortable or painful sensory memories, which will be in your short-term memory, where you feel rejection with it. Why? Because basically your system, body, physical body and psychological body, wants to protect you through avoiding or rejecting those stimulus. So it gives you unpleasant memory, so you perceive it in unpleasant way. And once you perceive the pain, especially pain and negative aspects of the life, when you perceive it, it is going to stay much more stronger in your long-term memory. Why? Because it's a nature's recording. Nature is recording it very deeply inside, that you should not perform it again, those behaviors, or you should not go near, or you should appropriately manage those memories, and or those the things of the environment which is attached with those unpleasant memories, like people who hurt you, or people who are actually talking to you good, or the things which hurt you and which is good for you. Now all those things. So now only you might have identified two way of thinking. If that your sensory and long-term memory is pleasant, then your thinking is positive. And if your sensory memories and long-term memories, that experienced memories, are quite negative, that means painful or uncomfortable, then we identify that as a negative. But dear friends, these are all memories only. Yourself is entirely different. You are actually untouched by these things. You are the witnessee. You are the witnessing person you are neither male nor a female, or height or weight or short or whatever. You have a self which is actually quite very strong, and which we can also call pure consciousness. This pure consciousness is the main thing in your system, which is witnessing the sensory memories and long-term memories, which may be either negative or positive, which we identify, but it's not exactly negative positive. And we focus on those things and start thinking in those terms. Then unpleasant memories will take you to unpleasant uh, thinking, and pleasant makes you pleasant. So can we delete these thoughts, negative thoughts? If you attempt to delete negative thoughts, then you are attempting to delete your mind. Is it possible to delete the mind? We cannot delete the mind. Mind is very inevitable, invisible organ of the human system. How we have got the body, we have our body, and inside we have invisible body. It's mind. It's a flare of mind. We have a body part called ligament between our backbones. So that is neither bone nor flesh. So it is between both. It is a bone structure to be strong. At the same time, it is fleshy, like flesh, which is a very typical material body is made up of with in between those backbone. So mind is just like that. Your self, pure consciousness, is also part of that mind. Mind is also body. So it is in between both, very complicated and different and unique material in your body. So you cannot delete that. So how to deal with this negative thoughts, sir? If you ask, you have to be conscious. You have to be you. As I said, consciousness is you. Sixth sense, you are above the sixth sense. If you are trying to be yourself conscious, observe carefully and observe that from sensory memories or from long-term memories, which are all the memories are coming, are negative or positive. You have to segregate it. If it is positive, follow that. It will take you to its root of incident and make you feel comfortable and happy. And if it is negative or quite uncomfortable, then it takes you towards that memory and makes you feel uncomfortable, which is known as the thinking process. And if you want to make your thinking process positive, irrespective you are getting negative memories or positive memories, one thing you can take in your hand, which is known as rational mind. That means you are attempting to turn all the curses into wishes. That means if you have had negative experiences or negative long-term memory, and you courageously take it out, and you, without fear, anxiety, I look into your thought, you look into your memory, and you think that why it happened, how it happened, what I should do, what others should do, how to save ourselves. Make a plan for it, and keep the plan as your knowledge, acquired knowledge. Now you have that as a strong long-term memory, and next when you meet such kind of dangers in your life, you will not feel fear or uncomfortable or unpleasant feelings. You can't delete the negative thoughts. You have two possibilities. One, ignore the thoughts which is troubling you, or courageously look into that memory and make it as a knowledge, where you are more recognized by yourself as a strong personality. And if you are able to ignore your thoughts, then also you are a strong personality. Let us see furthermore useful psychological factors for our life in next further videos. All the best.